Welcome to Channel Annabella. Today, this is episode 6 of Chats with Phil. Today's topic is dyspraxia.
Right, well here we are, and we're going to interview Phil, who's going to come out with his dyspraxia, apparently. Okay, these are his questions. Right, are you from planet Earth?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, right. Are you dyspraxic?
Was that the first question I came up with?
Yes, but are you dyspraxic?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. What is dyspraxia?
Oh, that old fruit chestnut, right, yes, that old fruit chestnut's a lovely thing. It's sort of something that affects the brain and the movement and the coordination of activities, and sometimes the planning and execution of an activity.
Yeah, like time management.
Oh, time management, yes, it's a brilliant
And
thing.
sequencing.
And sequencing, yes.
Yeah. And fine and gross motor movements, they can look a bit clumsy. Would you say that's accurate?
Yes, and at varying levels with individuals, so it's not all the same, but they are things that they will struggle with.
Yeah. And glorious handwriting here.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So, how does dyspraxia affect you? In your
well,
own words.
In my own words. Well, obviously in the college days, one remembers the college days, and remembers sometimes running up and down corridors in a state of muddle, and time awareness has been quite interesting.
Was it just generally confusing?
Confusing, and sometimes there's a sort of strange sense of time and awareness of time.
Okay. What methods help?
Sometimes wearing a watch, which I don't always do, or having a phone is good for time.
Yeah. What else? Colour coding?
I don't do that much colour coding, but I suppose it helps for some people. What else? Learning to stay calm. Oh, doing a lot of relaxation methods like yoga and things like that.
Tai Chi?
Tai Chi, yeah, anything that can help.
Meditation?
Kind of meditation, yes.
Yeah. Do you find having a timetable useful?
I work on a rota system, so I suppose having some sort of timetable is useful because you know what you're working towards or what you're working within.
That is. Is there a link? This is the last question.
And I've been thinking about this quite a bit.
Here we go. Is there a link to dyspraxia and being a fan of Doctor Who?
Well, I thought about this one, and I was kind of harking back to Tom Baker and his relationship with Romana, and how perhaps it's with dyspraxia it brings different qualities. It's not, you know,
Everything's relatable to Doctor Who.
It is, and I'm trying to sort of explain it now to her.
Oh,
and I was
okay.
thinking back to the Heat of Time series, and you look at kind of his relationship.
I have new hair.
With Romana, and how you obviously have the wondrous Romana, who's the perfect academic that got things, you know, first time round, and then you find out that the Doctor was kind of scraping through with 50% of his first attempt, and if you look at it properly.
Do you require turtle wax?
Yes, I do. If you look at it properly, then there's kind of an element of dyspraxia in that, because obviously he's a brilliant learner, but perhaps he's a very sort of practical, hands-on sort of person.
Would you say he's a visual learner?
He might be a very visual learner, I think.
Is there anything else you want to say about dyspraxia?
I was cogitating. I'm just trying to think what I was thinking.
He's cogitating. That means thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking it through. Well, it's an interesting. I think as Andrew in Buffy says, it gets inside your brain.
Does it affect sport?
It can do. I wasn't brilliant at sports in general, and my early attempts to join a football team kind of caused a few disasters along the way. It's like a sort of, you know, knockout thing. Everyone was sort of flailing all over the place. I kind of collided with people, you know, that sort of thing. Nothing big.
Okay. Anything else that you would recommend
that
is particularly useful, or any tidbits that you would like to help other people that have dyspraxia?
Finding confidence in yourself, being able to talk about it with other friends, so you have friends in your inner circle, making sure that you can sort of talk about those things.
Having juice.
That helps in general. You always have juice.
I know.
There's no denying that.
Juice, drink juice and have biscuits.
I just think you have to learn about yourself, and you have to learn to be more confident in yourself. But yes, it's
Don't let dyspraxia get you down.
That's the one. Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. We've put a link to the Dyspraxia Foundation in the description box for this video. Anything else that you want to say about you and dyspraxia?
Trying to cogitate that now.
He's doing some cogitating. It can affect processing. It's fine.
Oh, I was going to mention my career in amateur dramatics. I was thinking about that earlier.
Oh, here we go.
Because I got a career in amateur dramatics, or a brief career, just a small career. You don't have to do it like an inadequacy.
It was good though. It was good.
You don't have to do it like a small inadequacy. Like
no. It was good because you played Belle's father, didn't you? In Beauty and the Beast.
But the thing was, with dyspraxia, there's probably a lot about being very emotional. So acting is quite a good thing to get into. But on the other hand, me in stage directions was quite an interesting experience.
It's the sequencing.
The sequencing and knowing if I'm going stage left or stage, because it's all opposite. You see, if you go stage left, you're probably actual
Stage
right,
right.
and stage right's probably actual left.
Anything else?
I wish when I played the part of that waiter that they'd rewritten the part so I could crawl on stage rather than actually walk on stage.
I have no idea. Anything else that's specifically Dyspraxia focused?
Oh, there's a bee there.
Yeah. Never mind about the bee. It's not in shot, so we don't have to worry about this. Anything else?
Just trying to think. There was
You have done this of your own free will.
I have, yes. I'm just trying to actually remember things.
Yeah. Anything that you would like people to know or be aware of about what it's like being dyspraxic?
Well, the other thing is, I was going back to actors and perhaps the emotional aspect, because I'd imagine if you look at like the brain and different neurocognitive dispositions, I mean, we look at
neurocognitive dispositions, people.
We look at neurodiversity in this age of neurocognitive dispositions, and you've got like the strongly autistic brain, which simplistically is a very...
don't bring that into it. That's a whole different disorder. Shelve it.
All right,
Talk about dyspraxia. That's what the film is
We've
about.
got more and more research on different neurocognitive dispositions.
Is true.
And as well as dyspraxia being about some of those areas of weaknesses.
It's got links to dyslexia.
And it's got links to dyslexia.
And dyscalculia and
You
dysgraphia.
can actually dive into it and you can find there's a whole list of things that we're really good at. I did a test and I found out I've got high verbal reasoning.
Hence the
I haven't been given any specific medication for, but you know, there we go. So
Yeah.
I've got high verbal reasoning, so it's what I do.
Hence the cognitive contonations.
As you do. So I've got high verbal reasoning. Apparently we might have some problem solving, it might be problem solving, or at least thinking outside the box approach. So we will arrive at conclusions that other people haven't seen, and people are questioning where we've come from with those conclusions. We're drawing frames of references from things that other people might not draw a frame of reference to.
Anything else about dyspraxia that you want people to know?
I think I was a side nut kid when I was growing up.
That's wonderful. That's
I think the head teacher must have saw me, and obviously
Did you pass the ball by picking it up and giving it to her
Well, I
once?
didn't necessarily understand the instruction she had given. The instruction
Like
was
kick the ball.
well, she said pass the ball. The actual instruction for a kid, and you think you know these things as a kid. You think you've learned everything at such a young age. It's like, oh, I know that. It's easy. And she said pass the ball, so I passed the ball as I knew it.
You picked it up and gave it to her, which is
Yeah.
technically passing the ball.
And the Isle of Wight trip, I was the one to put my hand up and say, I think I've seen the Mary Celeste. And everyone was like, no, that's not the Mary Celeste. That's been around for some time.
Didn't that sink?
Well, yeah, obviously I hadn't seen the Mary Celeste, but I was so gullible back then.
Anything else you want to say about dyspraxia?
Nope, that's
Before
it.
you go off on a tangent about anything else.
Nope, no, that's it. That's it.
That's it. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Check out the link in the description to the Dyspraxia Foundation for more fascinating insights. Anything else?
First
Yeah.
moon landing. First moon landing.
That is not a moon landing. You need turtle wax.
Goodbye, everyone. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you've been affected by any of the issues, there's the description box down below, which will have a link to the Dyspraxia Foundation.